Thank you. Item 3.2, citizens requesting placement on the agenda. We have one citizen, and that's Andrew Weaver. There's a microphone right here. Yeah.
So again, my name is Andrew Weaver. I have two sons at Brooklands. So I'm going to address the priorities email that I sent. So it was made aware that in April, we established committees for in-person and virtual. In the July work session, it was reported out that that 100 teachers and plus staff members were assigned to work on the virtual campus. Come the start of the year, we had launched a virtual campus built from the ground up. It was highlighted as a success. While it did not serve many in the community that want an online platform, that do not want to be back in a classroom. That was clear that had we placed those same resources on the in-person one as of April, we probably would have had an in-person plan to return safely. In July or in August, a board member stated that the district had nothing that it needed to get the job done. There was a task project and we had nothing that was needed to get the job done. But again, we built a virtual campus from the ground up. So how is it that we did not have the resources needed to return to in-person and provide an online option that allowed the same course offering? That was a choice. Another board member during the July work session said by building the virtual campus, we took a complex situation and made it more complex. That is true because we prioritized a pet project ahead of the goal of providing quality education to all students. This is undeniable. These are the words that you can find that everyone at this table has said and is brought up repeatedly. We then listened to almost a year of being told the reason why we could not return to in-person and why we could not have an online option that offered all course offerings was because the situation was complex. Again, the board member stated, we took a complex situation and made it more complex and then used that as an excuse to deny quality education to all students. We absolutely had resources. During the time that the schools were closed, and here I want to make sure I get my numbers correct. During the time that the schools were closed, we spent $190,000 on PR. What do we need a PR firm to sell the community on during the time the schools were closed? Why were those resources not spent on providing a safe return to school plan and an online option that offered all course offering? We spent $47,000 under the guise of equity to push a political agenda when again, we were not providing equal form of education to all students. We spent $104,000 on a lawyer. How much of that was spent sending cease and desist letters to parents for asking questions, for pointing out these things? How many resources did we not have? At what point are we going to acknowledge that we made excuses and we misused resources? Not having something is different than wasting them, using them inappropriately.
Please wrap up
everyone
your
up here
comments.
that voted unanimously every single time for this is accountable.
Andrew,
We
your time's
absolutely
up.
had resources.
Thank you. Members of the Board of Education, any communications that you'd like to detail?